up for discussion.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. I am free from my bonds. You must face them. I will help. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally?
The Absolute should be a thing of the past, and I with it. Yet, at the risk of angering Mistra further, I'm glad it didn't come to that, given what has come to light. The Elder Brain. But, more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power, the ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure, but her path will be easier with our support. I've been unfair to you. But honestly, you've surpassed even those.
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much.
I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join power.
I'm ready. Spill some blood.
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Invidium Fiat.
Need to act fast.
bamboozle them.
Invenium via.
Come quickly! I can't do this without you!
Have to keep going.
Can't even catch my breath.
Invenium via.
Over here.
That thing's about to blow.
I to do?
Hurry! I can't hold them back alone. It's not over. Come to the skull.
Let's get on with it.
Take you. I need you now.
Friend of Gek, you will be cleansed.
Hungry for the slaughter. Survival is all that matters.
Gods, it's hot in here.
It's not over. Come to the skull. The skull. Come to the skull.
My faith protects me.
Take you. Help me. Take you.
Making me sweat.
Please, help me.
No time to dally.
Still breathing, despite everything. Moving in.
It's not over. Come to the skull. I can't hold them off much longer.
am your ally. We are in danger.
Oh, shit. A mind flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. You saved a child from a viper, back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Song from her soul cage. The last time you were here, you tried to kill me, not far from this very spot. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me. The God. Destroy the God. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now! Together, we can turn the tide.
I can't hold them off much longer.
If not over, then through.
Hurry! I can't hold them. It's not over. Come to the skull.
That helped.
I need you, now.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Can't slow down.
He is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. You saved a child from a viper. You saved the last time you were here. Your continued existence as yourself. Now, help me. The god. Destroy the god. Do it now. Together, we can turn the tide.
Heading out.
A better position.
For my prince's honor! Destroy the honor god.
Take you.
Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
It was necessary. Rare are those that would openly consider a partnership with a mind flayer. Even those who are on a path of becoming one. I was someone once. Someone just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield. The largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence. Though of course, they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while. Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other Chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt it change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found the Githyanki. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue the Githyanki and find allies in the outer world. You. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I'm glad you think so. I agree. But there is one thing that you have that I do not. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. Yours continues to limit you. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
Even as you say the words, you feel a lurch of disappointment. Your mind bristles with illithid potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most in the world?
I felt that. It's your nature. You cannot fight it. So embrace it. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intensity. It has been starved of life, of purpose. It welcomes your probing like a void waiting to be filled. If you let it, it will evolve you, just as the Emperor said.
A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane, cocooned here for millennia. It has become extraordinary.
A wave of disappointment, stronger than any you've ever felt. And then... stillness. You've resisted your illithid instincts. For now.
You are not ready yet. Keep hold of it then, until you are. It has enough vitality to further your evolution, and your allies. Perhaps you will be more inclined to try it when you see more of what our enemy can do. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
Won't last much longer like this.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Feeling fresh?
Might find something useful.
What to do? All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Open up. Best be on my way. Something's in the room.
There is nothing further I can do for you right now. Consider using my gift.
Here goes nothing.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something? More likely it would just put a stop to us. I wanted nothing to do with those illithid powers before. What makes you think I'd want to jump into an even deeper hole? You know what that offer truly entails, don't you? Become half a mind flayer, lose half of yourself. I don't want that. Fine. What's on your mind? How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again.
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet. And even more powerful still. It said he could bring 1,000 Githyanki to their knees with one command. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way. What about him? The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself? The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign. A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves. Very well.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Baldur's Gate is right over the hills. And so is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks. We will kill him, but there's more to it. Think about it. It sounds like Cazador, for all his evils, has gotten further than any of my kind ever have. He's on the verge of a miracle. This may be a beginning, not an end. I can see myself now. Lord, King, Master. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor. What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was enslaved, they're all but begging for death anyway. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better. You're wrong. You've clearly never been in a place where you had nothing but shame and fear. All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
have to keep going.
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Might be useful.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
Nearly there now. You see the city? Up on the hill.
Refugees for hire.
It's up there, and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that for days, my feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Just like that.
Never allowed sweet things right.
Sometime you'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now. Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Very well.
It's up there.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
Start walking right now.
No passage this way, I'm afraid. Turn back. It's for your own good.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
I see it. It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
There is so much
Stay
wrong
back.
with that name.
Stay back!
No.
You're in my house!
You'll be in a big...
The house was empty. The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
This is my home. I may pride myself on my philanthropy, but I draw the line at being a halfway house.
This man's indignant demeanor barely masks a seething anxiety. There's more to this situation than he's letting on.
Zenobia and I are just navigating a slight contractual disagreement. Not that it's any of your concern. But wouldn't you be on edge if your beautiful home had been defiled by such brazen interlopers? Threatening me? Zenobia, why are you just standing there? Do what I'm paying you for!
You paid us to protect you and your high-quality merchandise on the road. And we've since arrived at our destination. As I said, anything else is extra.
Ugh. This is the last time I hire someone from the guild. Fine. Here's the extra. Finish the job. Please show this meddler some of that famous Rivington hospitality.
Possibilities are endless.
These boots have seen everything.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Oh, thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
Start walking right now.
Who are you calling this?
Turn back, citizen. Nope, the cult. They nearly had it too, before the steel. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
If I was a Sharon lookout,
What in the
this
hell
is the
was
sort
that?
of place I'd wait around.
Never felt an earthquake in Baldur's Gate before. What the hell's...
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Something over there.
Here we go.
That might be worth a look.
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
You're going to hire all the refugees. Just like that.
Days. My feet hurt.
Cleaning, cooking, construction. The possibilities are endless.
But still being a big...
What do you do now,
Go, you heartless sod.
Watch
your back.
Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
Never allowed sweet things right.
Start walking right now.
Oh, yeah? Gonna get your thugs to butcher my wife and kid, are you?
That's not what I meant. But if you
Imperative.
continuing to be difficult...
Just be quick. The place was empty.
Danuvia! Get these squatter...
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property. I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement? My basement? Oh, nothing interesting, just materials. I'm a craftsman, you see. Look, I have some very valuable components in there. I need to get that lot out before they damage something. Who do you think you are? Say no.
You paid us, as I said.
This is the last. Now, please show this meddler some of that famous. If you don't get out of there, I'm going to have to speak.
Oh, yeah? Gonna get your thugs to butcher my wife and kid, are you?
That's not what I meant. But if you do insist on continuing to be difficult...
Just a teensy investment to get me started.
Stay back!
You're in my house!
The house was empty. The place was empty.
Danuvia!
If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be it.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property. I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement? Excuse me? I'm exceedingly charitable. It's one thing to donate extremely generously to those less fortunate. I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them. I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat... My basement? Oh.
This man is definitely lying. And he's really hoping you don't pry any further.
Look, I have some very valuable components in there. I need to get that lot out before they damage something.
What do you mean by that?
Shh, sweetheart. Adults are talking. This is guild business, and we'll handle it as soon as we get paid.
Enough of this bickering! You! What's your proposal? Agreement? Why should I negotiate with the vermin who've stolen my house? I've got nothing to say to them. You don't exactly look desperate for girls. Very well. Get the job done, and you'll be paid and be in my good graces.
Do you think you're clever coming in and undercutting us, sweetheart? We were about to make a bit of extra cash before you butted in. You owe the guild a cut.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
Just a little something. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. You think I'm just a pretty face? You'll pay up now. And just for trying it on, you can pay me double. That was a mistake on your part, sweetie. A mistake the guild will hear about. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
Catchy, right?
It's up there and we're down
Mate,
here.
there is so much wrong with that name.
Just a little more.
Moving. Let's crack it open. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Mate, there is so much wrong with that name.
What's in here? Let's see.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
We need to get into the city. Here we are, Griselda.
Oh. Nice to be in a crowd of normal people for once.
A word.
Really? I prefer my company. Extraordinary.
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington.
Oh, thanks.
We've got diseases.
Don't thank me. Thank Gortash.
Back off and return to your homes. Excuse you. That's an order. I didn't need that prick to make me who I am.
Scruffy outlander.
Oh, you're right, of course. Forgive me.
All good, Fangs.
Everything you want for supper.
Really?
I bet I could hit that fancy one right on the nose. Pow!
Wrong with that name.
That's curious. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Be careful. There are traps about.
Avoid that easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Here we are, Griselda.
Go.
All in one piece.
wish the coal could have burnt our farm, though.
Nice to be in a crowd of normal people for once.
A word.
Really? I prefer my company. Extraordinary.
Refugees can't
thanks.
stay here in Rivington.
Don't thank me. Thank
Got
Gortash.
diseases. And any one of them could be a sign of
Excuse
the
you?
upheaval.
I didn't need that prick to make me who I am. That's an order.
Why don't you protect
Oh, you're
us?
right, of
These scruffy
course.
outlanders.
Forgive me.
All good, Fangs.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
No time to waste.
Step lightly. What's that?
If you don't get out of there, I'm going to have to beat you.
Moving.
Oh, yeah. The place was empty. Keep those...
Arthur, sweet. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be it.
This is my... Zenobia and I are just navigating a slight contractual disagreement. Not that it's any of your concern.
I guess we're all you've got.
Fine.
Come on, boys. Let's take out the trash.
No. Don't you dare lay a finger on them.
Job done. Whatever's left is yours to sort out.
There's no time to waste. May pain be forgotten.
Take your...
This way.
Keep a blade close.
nowadays, and the place is
Let's be
ruined.
quick. A little souvenir. Something over there. Should be. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Best avoid that trap.
Place is trapped.
Be careful. There are traps about. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for it.
This'll be fun.
Be careful. There are traps about.
Best avoid that trap. Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
What path lies before me?
How delicious. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Be careful. There are traps about. With pleasure. generous soul. It might be worth looking into his donations. Who knows what he's been giving?
Certainly. Subtle steps.
Where's my candelabra? My grandmother's candelabra? The Rivington rats don't waste any time, do they? I can see why they were so highly recommended. Anyway, I have a lot to do now those squatters are out of my hair. Goodbye! Sinister? Ha 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 ha! Nonsense! Those are experimental toys, guaranteed to bring a smile to the face of even the unhappiest child. They're extremely precious, and you shouldn't be poking around in my workshop and tampering with them. Keep it together, Arthur. There's no evidence that links this back to you. And you definitely locked the basement before you left. What? No, wait!
must keep going.
Nearly there now. Stay back. You see the city? Up on the hill.
You're in my house!
The house was empty.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
I really need you all to leave.
The place was empty.
If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our...
Not if they're... I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property. Excuse... It's one... I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them.
I guess we're all... Come on, boy.
No. Don't you dare lay a finger on them.
Who are you calling this new?
I need a quick word.
Keep your distance, darling.
Job done. Whatever's left is yours to sort out.
What's next, I wonder?
Take you!
I'd better do the talking.
This is ruined. The Rivington rats don't... Anyway, I have a lot to do.
What a day. Don't mind if I do. That's curious. Hardly a challenge.
Best avoid that trap.
Careful, I bite. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out. Traps. How considerate. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. Be careful. There are traps about. Be careful. There are traps about.
Let's move.
What's cooking?
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Don't touch me. Easy. So, it might be worth looking into his donations. Who knows what he's been giving? Be careful. There are traps. Go.
Whatever comes, I'm ready. Have to keep pushing.
Let's get going. Let's see what this does.
Did they take my grandmother's candelabra?
At the ready.
Possibilities are endless. Just a little more. What do you get out of this?
You'll be in a big arrest for gross negligence. No point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without people. That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
Worst that could happen is one of those.
I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fist. Right?
Ever wanted to meet the most cowardly dragonborn in the realms? I fell for the blockhead.
No point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
Deliver my point. Do it. And the gods don't give a damn about it.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
Mark my words. I don't care how big they are. I'll give them a piece of my mind. I'm sure Travis will turn up. Have patience.
That's curious. Ready by the door. Maybe.
I could go for a good meal. Saddle up.
All right, what now?
It's on it!
Should mind my step. What's that?
Da, da, da.
Me?
Never a dull moment.